Austin McBroom is getting sued again. Just because the Ace family stopped making videos on YouTube, it has not stopped the lawsuits from rolling in, I'll tell you that. There hasn't been one in a while, but here we are where he is getting sued by someone for content that he was making earlier this year. Remember when he said that he was broke and that he was living in that trailer? Well, apparently he was messing with his neighbors and they were not happy with how disruptive he was in the community, and he has been hit with a lawsuit, and we're going to spill on all that has been revealed. Austin McBroom is no stranger to a lawsuit, as he's racked up quite the collection over the years from people suing over not getting paid by him and so much more. This also isn't the first time we're ever hearing about Austin being a bad neighbor, since a couple years ago, Austin was getting called out for the fact that he was driving a jet ski in his pool that caused water to go over the side of his house with Catherine, ruining their neighbor's property below them.
You're disrespectful to our pool.
What?
You're so disrespectful to our pool.
Why?
So to hear that once again Austin was acting up in his neighborhood honestly comes at no surprise, but this situation is truly a weird one. A Los Angeles woman has filed a civil complaint for damages against Austin, and to really break it down, Brittany Collinson, a California resident, has filed this lawsuit against Austin for some seriously wild accusations. Like, we're talking about multiple counts of trespassing, stalking, harassment, and even emotional distress. And before you ask, yes, this is all linked to some questionable social media antics that Austin allegedly thought would be funny. Picture this. It's August 19th, 2024, a regular morning until Austin McBroom decides to trespass onto Brittany's property. According to the lawsuit, he didn't just stop at entering her space. No, he allegedly staged an entire skit where he pretended to move out of her house, scattering things and making a whole scene. Can you imagine waking up to someone using your home as their Snapchat set? And it doesn't stop there. Later that day, Austin reportedly posted multiple videos to Snapchat, including shots that clearly showed Brittany's home address. Yes, you heard that right, her address. This led to strangers showing up at her home, leaving Brittany feeling unsafe and emotionally wrecked. Like, how did Austin think that this was gonna be okay? Like, the whole thing just sounds so freaking strange to me. What makes this worse is that this wasn't an isolated incident. The lawsuit points out that Austin had a pattern of behavior. For instance, just a month earlier, he allegedly posted a full house tour of Brittany's property on Snapchat, and weeks before that, he acted like he was moving into her home for another skit. Like, is this not so weird? The lawsuit specifically states, on the morning of August 19, 2024, at approximately 10:30 a.m., defendant Austin McBroom unlawfully entered plaintiff's residential property without consent. McBroom entered the perimeter fencing and gate, then proceeded to the dwelling entrance door. Once inside, McBroom proceeded to record a video of himself performing a loud and disruptive skit wherein he feigned emotional distress, loudly vocalizing his feelings, scattering personal effects, and significantly disturbing the tranquility of plaintiff's home and neighborhood. McBroom appears to have been pretending to move out or getting kicked out of the home, though he has never lived there. Neither plaintiff or her roommates had extended permission to McBroom for entry onto the property, the recording of any activities, or the dissemination of such recordings on any platform. Later that same day, McBroom posted a series of videos to his account on Snapchat, a public social media platform publicly accessible even without directly following McBroom's posts, where McBroom has over 7 million direct followers. Several of these videos very obviously included plaintiff's home address, as they show the exterior of her home with a clear street view and address numbers. This belligerent act by McBroom violated plaintiff's privacy and caused her substantial emotional distress and fear of the consequences resulting from publication of plaintiff's home address to millions of strangers. It was also noted in the lawsuit, this was not the first time that McBroom posted content about plaintiff's home on Snapchat. On July 9th, 2024, around 3:20 p.m., McBroom posted a full house tour inside plaintiff's home. The next occurrence was on August 6, 2024 at 1:08 p.m., where McBroom posted a series of videos in which he acted as if he was moving into plaintiff's home. Following these events was his August 19th trespass and unauthorized posting of plaintiff's home address. Now here's where things get messier though, because it doesn't seem like she is a total stranger of a neighbor, and that Austin's actions allegedly tie back to a dating show that he hosted and Brittany's roommate was a contestant of. Back in June, Austin claimed that he was looking for love and was hosting a Snapchat dating show where he had girls audition to participate, and the ones selected would all live in this house together and film for Snapchat. And there's speculation that Austin might have been trying to pursue Brittany's roommate even after she rejected his advances. And if that's true, this lawsuit is about just so much more than just trespassing. I mean, it sounds like a total mess of a situation, you guys. The lawsuit states MCBROOM is likely to retaliate in some manner and had made it known that he had a serious interest in dating plaintiff's roommate, even though she had previously rejected MCBROOM when he had made an advance towards her. Given MCBROOM's pattern of conduct, plaintiff was in fear that MCBROOM would come back to plaintiff's home in an effort to make contact with and/or harass plaintiff's roommate, or to create more content for his online followers, any of which would perpetrate the fear and harm already caused on plaintiff. Now, let's talk about the legal details here. Brittany's lawsuit lists 8 counts against Austin, ranging from intentional infliction of emotional distress to stalking. The documents describe how these actions caused Brittany to move out of her home for safety reasons, even having to pay double rent for a month. And get this, Brittany has also secured a restraining order against Austin, which restricts him from posting anything about her or her property. It's clear that she is done playing nice. The lawsuit states, plaintiff indirectly requested from MCBROOM that he stay away from plaintiff's home. However, MCBROOM did not agree or confirm in any manner that he would stay away. A temporary restraining order was requested and granted against MCBROOM that has him restricted from publishing in any manner anything related to plaintiff. MCBROOM has a history of publishing his legal battles on social media, which includes posting of personal information and his adversaries without any notice or consent. And like I said earlier, if you've been following Austin MCBROOM's drama over the years, you know that this isn't his first brush with controversy. Whether it's legal battles, family drama, or questionable content, his name seems to come up a lot. And this lawsuit adds to the narrative of someone who's willing to blur ethical lines for views and engagement. And let's be real, this is not a cute look. I don't know what he's thinking. And to think that he was just on his podcast with his brother bragging about all the money he made posting all of this content earlier this year. Meanwhile, he wasn't just trolling online, he was literally going above and beyond to make people around him uncomfortable in the process.
Hello, bro.
I already know. $100,000. Higher or lower, Austin?
Damn, we really gotta play this game?
Higher or lower?
A little higher.
That's so stupid. 100,000
It
plus
did.
in a day.
It did feel like I was robbing a bank at one point. Like, that's how crazy it was.
If you average 100,000 a day, you know how much bread that
And
is?
it was like, during that time, it felt good because everyone was like, yo, he's so down bad. He's broke. He's this, he's that.
So you just felt like you were just laughing at him.
I
Basically.
guess you could say that. Like, I was living here the whole time. Like, this is my back. This has always been my backyard for the past, ever since I've separated. This has been my backyard.
So people were on the internet laughing, ha ha, he's off, down bad, he deserves it. And you were making $100,000 in a day
From them laughing at me.
from them laughing at you.
Yeah.
And in the new podcast episode, he was literally showing proof of this, so people didn't think that he was lying about how much money he made.
So
I'm gonna show you guys so you don't think we're capping. We don't cap.
make sure
Outside Voices podcast.
when you go up there, make sure that you move the screen around.
Which camera am I showing?
Move the camera around. I mean, move the screen around so they know that you're like it's not Photoshop. $324 million. They can't hear you. Get your ass back to your mic. But you had to do it because we had to let people know that we're not just talking crazy shit just to talk.
Clearly, Austin was only thinking of the dollar signs when it came to all of this, which is just insane because privacy is not a joke, and using someone's personal space for clout on Snapchat is so strange. Like, I'm still not understanding how or why he thought that he could go to someone else's property and pretend to live there and or move out of their home for Snapchat, because it is just not making sense to me at all. But the lawsuit is ongoing, and it's likely that we'll see more updates as it unfolds. Whether Austin will face serious repercussions, we don't really know, but he clearly hasn't learned his lessons from all these years about how he's choosing to move and make content. Clearly disrespecting other people is still his process, but I certainly want to know what you guys think about all of this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.